All right, thanks everyone for joining today's Match Day -2 media availability with Nashville FC head coach BJ Callaghan, head of the team's match Sunday at New York City FC. Coach, the rare Sunday match. If you could just start talking a little bit about how training has gone this week, preparing for a Sunday match, and then of course what you expect to see from New York City on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, back from St. Louis, able to sort of process that game, and normal training week for us. The fact that it's on Sunday just moves our schedule a little bit. Obviously, the group is looking to get back at an opportunity to compete. I'm going to compete against a really good team. First and foremost, we know that they're really well coached. They're adaptable from a tactical standpoint, able to do many different things, and then have a few really high-level playmakers that can hurt you. So I think a team that if we're disciplined, we play our way. I think we're going to give them a good game.
Thanks, Coach. We'll start with Bob and go down the line and can ask two questions if you have them.
BJ, how much different is it playing on a baseball pitch versus a soccer pitch?
I mean, yeah, it's certainly different. I mean, obviously, it's the surroundings are different. The way the field's set up is different. The surface will be a little bit different. But for us, we're a team that prides ourselves on being able to respond to what's kind of thrown at us, and it's the good thing is that you're not walking into something unexpected. You know what you're walking into, and we'll prepare for it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just kind of had a question about looking at the squad and just kind of how the goals are distributed. Obviously, Sam and Ani, I think they're combined for like 30 between the two of them, and then it drops off to I think 2 in MLS play. I guess how would you kind of assess the rest of the squad and what they're doing to kind of create those goal-scoring chances, and do you kind of want to see someone step up and kind of maybe pick up some of that goal-scoring load down the stretch?
I think from the beginning we don't really. It's not about who's scoring the goals. It's about are we able to create good goal-scoring opportunities, and are the players finding themselves in those positions to execute. I think when you look at kind of across the totality of the season, we've been able to create good goal-scoring chances. Right now, Sam and Hani have been the beneficiaries of that. And sure, if other guys find their moments, they should finish. I know there's guys out there that think they should have a couple more goals because we've missed some chances as well. So for us, the only thing that we care about is the performance that we put in, the process that we follow, and if we're able to, if that can, I would say, lead to a result that is 3 points for us. How we get there, who scores the goals, that doesn't matter to us.
And then just a couple guys I wanted to see if you had updates on. Obviously, we've talked about Tyler a lot. Just what's his status? Dan and Walker both missed last week, and then Wyatt went off injured. Are you able to kind of share what's going on with
Wyatt out, Dan out, Walker in, Tyler Boyd still TBD here, and just a constant sort of dance about how he reacts to certain things as we try to reintegrate him.
Yeah, with Dan and Wyatt out, I guess who do you expect to step up at left back?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a couple options. You've seen Josh Bauer came into the game over there. Tate Schmidt is still healthy, training. So for us, I think we still have some decent options. Both guys have I would say good MLS experience for us.
And Bob mentioned the field, or mentioned playing at Yankee Stadium, and obviously they have statistically the smallest field in MLS. I guess what does that do for you and your playing style?
I mean, for us, it's still I think we still keep the same way. We pride ourselves on trying to play the same way no matter where we go. We want to be a team that remains compact, is able to build pressure. We still think there's opportunities out there that we can control the game with the ball and look to exploit different spaces. So I think you're still going to have two teams that are going to compete. So for us, maybe just different phases of play might be highlighted more than others.
Sorry.
BJ, there is struggles. I mean, if you can call them struggles, but losing 2 games away, which is so difficult anyways, in this league. Is that something you can maybe pinpoint in terms of what the team should not repeat in a place like New York at this time?
I mean, I don't think we look at things through this idea of like home and away or those type of things. I think we evaluate the game based upon, were we able to execute and do things in certain phases. Coming out of the St. Louis game, there's areas that we needed to improve, for sure. We weren't happy with the way that some of the areas of the game we performed in. So, that's why we come back and we train and we prepare again. So yeah, for us, it's just about a constant evaluation of ourselves and trying to improve areas and to play as consistent as possible.
Now, you already stated, and you do it all the time when you talk to us, that the team tries to play the same way everywhere you play. Now, taking that into account against a team like New York, who actually plays some way similar like you, pressing up very up front, how confident are you that you might be able to catch and break that in your advantage?
Yeah, I mean, you see a New York team that does really well pressing. I think they're confident in that ability. They have a high line, so I think there's opportunities. If we can play the ball, break the lines, how we always try to play, occupy spaces. Hopefully we can exploit those opportunities that we get.